All right, so boom, back at it with another video. Now, this video is going to be about a Philly rapper who is deceased exactly one day after a very disrespectful interview hit the net. Now, he has been doing a lot of things, and he was interviewed by a YouTuber who basically was going over the gang war that he had with other rival groups in Philadelphia. So the YouTuber is Brandon Buckingham, and he released this video 2 days ago, and yesterday YBC Dole passed away. So if you go through the YouTube video, like I said, you will see this YouTuber basically break down all of the history of the beef, all of the disrespectful things that has been going on, and the rapper who died a day later, how he has dissed several people in his music, etc. So he goes through all of those things and gives a timeline of the people who have passed away, the people who are incarcerated, the music videos, the disrespectful language of the rapper. He interviews him. The rapper talks about how he was never ever hit. And it was a whole lot of. So I'm going to go to this timestamp right here that basically summarizes what had a lot of people in an uproar. And then we're going to talk a little bit more.
A lot of niggas got overcooked.
Yeah, what's the difference between getting overcooked and getting undercooked in the streets?
You hit a nigga 3 times, he undercooked. If a nigga get hit with 8 or more, he overcooked. It depends where you hit him at. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, do you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
And how many times you been doing the hit?
We been doing this shit for a long time now.
More than 10?
10 niggas posted up, I hop out, switch the crowd. All them niggas running with their hot stand shoot back like, where y'all glizzy now?
All right, so basically he's bragging about shooting people, unaliving them, bragging about the amount of times the individual has been shot as well, saying that, listen, we don't undercook them, we overcook them, meaning that they spray them with bullets. Now, he also went viral for being very disrespectful and digging up his ops' grave. And he even shot a music video where he was mentioning these things as well.
I'm niggas dirt up. Hey, yo, where Carney at, yo? Carney, where the f*** at? Ah! Got no tombstone, niggas get dirt up. Hey, yo, where the Carney at, yo? Carney, where the f*** at? Ah!
So that's him digging up his ops' grave. Now let's look up the news clip about it.
Friday night, I'm Shari Williams. Gray has the evening off. The big story on Action News tonight is breaking news. A shooting in North Philadelphia left a 9-year-old boy injured and a man dead, while a separate shooting left a local rapper dead who police say is affiliated with a known street group. Action News reporter Leland Pender following all of it for us tonight. He's live at Philadelphia Police Headquarters with the details. Leland.
Yeah, Shari, as you said, 2 men are dead tonight. These shootings happening just a few hours apart, but police say right now it's too early to know if they may be connected, and right now no arrests have been made. Chopper video shows that first seen around 3:30 on North 6th Street in Olney. A white Hyundai SUV held there as part of the investigation. Police say a 25-year-old man was killed after being shot in the chest and hand, but they are still working to find where the shooting happened. Sources ID him as Abdul Vix, a rapper known as YBC Duel, affiliated with the West Philadelphia Young Bag Chasers, or YBC gang. A short time later, just after 6, police say at least 2 shooters opened fire on a man walking on 12th near Fairmount in North Philadelphia. Chopper video shows police focusing on this gray Hyundai that was riddled with bullets. Police say the man ran into this vehicle seeking cover. Inside was a 9-year-old who was shot in the leg and another man who was uninjured. Both shooting victims then ran into a nearby home and were taken to the hospital from there.
It's unclear whether he knew the people in that vehicle or not. He ended up attracting gunfire to a vehicle that was sitting there with an adult male and a 9-year-old child. The 9-year-old child was then an unintended target of the shooting. That car took quite a bit of gunfire.
All right, so that's the news report, and his father is speaking out on Facebook and feeling like his son was set up. I mean, it was little accountability on his son's part, and I don't know what his father felt like would happen when you had such behaviors as his son did, but his son is feeling like, you know, even though his son is bragging about killing people, bragging about shooting people up and overcooking them, even though his son is digging up opps' graves, and even though he has music where he's talking about
all them niggas dropping back to back, we got the city. We let the beat die down and turned up, and now they feelings hurt.
all right.
And undercooked in the streets.
You had a nigga.
All right, so even though his son had a lot going on, the father felt like he was set up, and the father is speaking like he wants revenge. Now, I understand that whether your son is in the streets, out the streets, innocent, not innocent, losing a child is something that a parent would be grieving and a sad situation if you love your child. But it just was some of the words and some of the things that he said where it seemed like he wants to hold his son accountable, but then he's not really holding his son accountable to me at all. So in this post, he says, "Hey, all of my son, friends, family, etc. I am Dole's father. I was handed over all my baby boy's belongings this morning by his close friends, and I want to clear up any confusion. My son, Abdul Vix, was murdered yesterday afternoon in broad daylight while sitting in the back of his car alongside with his friend who was also shot in the hand. My son was not on a bike when he was killed. Nothing of that such. So that video going around is not him. So stop the false news. I know my son did not live a life of a saint, but I was not born yesterday either. My son was targeted in some setup plot. That's the only way they could have got him." Now, I ain't a rocket scientist. I'm not a gang member. I'm not in the hood like that. You know what I mean? But common sense would tell me if you dissing your ops, you're bragging about killing them, the ops might want to set you up and follow and target you. I mean, the father is basically saying, hey, on one hand, I know my son isn't a saint, but then on the other hand, he's acting like it's so bizarre that somebody would want to track his son and off him. But it's like if your son had the behavior that he had and he's bragging about never being shot and overcooking people, some people might plot and set him up. I ain't a rocket scientist. I ain't in a gang, but that's just kind of what it sounds like could possibly happen. So anyways, he says, I'll go back. He said, I know my son did not live the life of a saint, but I was not born yesterday either. My son was targeted in some setup plot. That's the only way they could get him from up close like that. And I guess maybe he's saying one of his partners ain't really his partner. And that's basically the other conclusion that the father may probably be saying, is that one of his close homies that he thought was his homies allowed some dudes to get the drop on him. But if he's just sitting in his car in broad daylight and he's just sitting willy-nilly in the back, he seemed very careless to me, like walking through the streets, talking about, ops, and he doesn't seem like he was careful just from the little bit that I saw, but I don't know him, so who knows? So anyways, it says, for someone to be able to walk up so close to his car was the first red flag for sure. And I promise we not gonna stop till y'all dudes are exposed. I spoke to my son the night before this all went down, and I just couldn't understand why this talk out of all the days felt different. Pops, it's been weird cars passing by me for a week now. I don't know. I just feel weird whenever I'm in Philly. I swear, whatever you was running from, son, they was watching you closely. And I'ma expose it, man. I can't believe it. I won't ever want to believe this. And I ain't ever gonna shut up because I wanted you to beat the odds, son. I told you the streets a nasty game, especially where we come from. Now I have to bury my junior. My family and I would like to thank everyone for the love and kind messages sent out to my boy. We lost a real one. May Allah forgive him for all his sins and make his grave spacious and full of light. Amen. Inshallah. Rest easy, my son Abdul Vix. My heart will forever have a black hole in it after this one. Parents, save your kids from this life before it's too late because I can't even explain this feeling right now. So this is him basically grieving his son, and even in his son's passing, he's posting his son sitting here with guns, sitting there as a child, the scene where he passed away, and other photos of his son. So he also posted more posts, and this was... No, I can't lie, I wasn't innocent. Made it fun, stayed listening. Child, I was trying to cut it off. But anyways, he posted this video. He's remembering his son, and he's listening to this music. So then he also posted another post, and this is what he said as well. He said, my son was no saint, and we all make mistakes. It's all about what you do to change for the better. My son didn't get a chance to change because he was stuck in a cycle that most young boys who come from where we come from end up in. Me and Abdul had recently just got back, reconnected after not talking for a while, because yes, we did bump heads a lot. And it would be about these very same issues I'm speaking on right now. I wanted him to do things the right way. And he wanted to do it his own way. And that happens. Parents and their children go through things like that as they get older. He wanted to be a man and stand on his own 2 feet, and that's okay. I hope my son knows I'm not mad at him for standing on his own. I more so want to appreciate the fact that Allah gave us a chance to make things right before you left, and I pray for your soul to be at peace. I love you so much, kid. You left your mark here, and I want to thank everyone that ever knew my son for him and not for what the media is showing, because he was more than that. I wish he would have knew that. All my young men, I want y'all to take this loss as an example on what y'all doing to y'all parents and families when you out here being reckless. I don't want to see more young men dying. I never did. Do the right thing. Okay? So he is basically trying to give a PSA on what not to do in this types of environments and things like that. And so he also is heavy on his son's story. So on his story, he is sharing his son's memory. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. So this is his son's Facebook story, and he is posting a bunch of different posts remembering his son on this story. So let's go through some of them.
Amazing. Trying to fuck, but I just won't chase it. On the one you cannot replace me. Jumping out, shooting niggas in their faces. When you run, better tie your...
All right, so this is, I guess, his son in the studio with some of his homies. All right, so this says, first N-word to tap into us. Genuine N-word. I love you, broski. It says, YBC Dole 42 hurt me for show, brother. I guess that's probably a repost. This says, I'm teed. You gave these ends ish to talk about, but that's all these dudes can do because ain't none of them touch you. But you know how y'all little brother rock. Take my L's like I take my W's. Chin up, chest out. Get your rest, bull. I'll be up there soon. Okay? So the next one says, nah, I'm mad at you. We just had this talk. You came to, oh, shoot. Let me go back. Pause. All right. It says, nah, I'm mad at you. We just had this talk. You can't, good. I said pause. Dang. All right. Again, it says, nah, I'm mad at you. We just had this talk. You came to Fort just to tell me about Pab, get locked up for murder. One, you violated on this one. You was almost in the door, and you would have opened that door for me. I love you, Blooda. So he was like hoping that his son would get success and he would live his dream through his son. Is that what that's saying? The son was gonna open the door for him. What door? The daddy want to be a rapper too? I don't know what he mean by that. All right. So this says, damn, twin, these ends wasn't even on your level to get up on you. We got locked in soon as we met. Blood, I love you. I'm going to keep this rap-ish going. I think some of these might be repost. You made it out before everybody, for real, for real. You should have moved out this ish. You stood on everything you was supposed to for your ends, though. That's gangsta, you heard me?
I feel like that I'm dreaming.
All right, so it says, you scatted, bro. We was doing good. Everybody together. How you gonna dip on the guys like that, you know? You scatted. I can't forgive you, word. I'm crushed.
No need to be scared, no.
All right. I can't tell who's posting what, but some of these are reposts. So his homies is brokenhearted.
Nigga, I know what the fuck going on, nigga. This shit pulls the cash, nigga. This ain't no fucking rap shit. Biddy. Actor. I said, TSA Bueno.
She look older lady. I ain't seen you. Come on.
I need my burner for my pick. Say no, I need to grab some, what's it called? What's that shit from the Poppy's Club?
Chopsticks.
All right, this say, all three gone in just a few months. I think this was a repost from Adam22. So I guess all three of these guys that's in this video died. This say, BD called me and said, I think it say artist, and I brought you through the building for your first meeting, took you to Warner in Atlantic, rest up kid, YBC Dole 42. Shaking my head, you crazy, twin. Love you, duel, rest in peace. This is from Sucker Free. I guess Sunday he was just telling this person that somebody was telling somebody I love you. They said love you too. I don't know. Long live disrespectful YBC Dole. Say what's up to Cody for me.
Speak on what go home after the day shift. That's true, looking like Clay Switch. Just switching goose balls and then it started grabbing niggas. We just some rapping niggas, somehow we be rapping niggas.
Let me see one time.
Yeah.
All right, it says, I wish my bros had more peace in their life for real. They be such cool people with the best personality and super smart, but in the worst situation, ish makes me so sad for them. I hate this. I wish I could protect them all. Love you, Duel. And I can't see who reposted it. Some of them I could see who reposted it, and some of them I can't. It says, my heart ish whack, gonna be missed forever. F me up, bro. I can't barely even write this. Damn, gang, I don't know what to say. All right, and it says, rest in peace. And it's a message that's scribbled out. Love you, bro. You cooked me today. Rest up, little bro. Just rap with ends this morning.
How you carry me, son? This dirty ass Michael Murray shit.
Yeah, man, this shit.
Michael Murray.
This shit regular, like dirty ass short, like. You know, you feel me? Like,
dirty ass young boy.
It's me.
Never seen this.
Never seen it.
You time you see this is on GTA, you dirty ass young boy.
All right, this says, I think this is from, oh no, I think they just playing a 42 Doug song. I don't know who, I can't tell who reposted it, but it says, on the last 24 hours, lit, one thing I can say you stood on, it's your last words forever with me. We get the last laugh every time. We still up every way. Love you, my baby. I'll be more ish. You gave me my flowers when it was my turn. You know, I returned it every time. Blackout on the way. I'm sick. We gave these peons something to talk about. Legends never die. This is a repost. I miss my ends bad as ish. I can't even lie.
I cried, whole ride, folks funeral.
This says, that's too little for me to read, child. I can't see that. I ain't about to strain my eyes to see that either. So anyways, it says, see to live is to suffer. Oh, I think that's the song lyric. It says, I'm sorry, son, inshallah. What I'ma do without you, kid. I love you so much, my son. And my nephew both gone now. I know y'all reuniting. So I guess the father is in the middle, and both of these, I guess the one on the left is his son, and the one on the right is his nephew, and they both dead. So this say, Abdul, heartbroken emoji. Tell me this is just a dream, and come see your old man. I've been sick to my stomach. All right. I'm crying for my young ones. My son and nephews all gone now. Abdul, I need you more than ever, son. They just ripped my heart out my chest. I ain't never gonna see this again in my lifetime. Allah give me strength. Okay. So it says, my boys, broken heart emoji, dove emoji, crying emoji. They hurting right now. We all hurting. Was never supposed to bury you before me. Damn, my first love, my son. All right, and it says, I love you, nephew, Duty Rose. Never steered my son wrong. I'm praying for your strength as well. A very good friend to do.
Nigga rich, all the fans see a nigga lit. You know that. Remember Diddy?
All right. And it says, we gonna keep your name alive through your music. We had a hell of a run. Appreciate all the fans. All right. So that is what his Facebook story says. Now let's look at a little bit of this interview, a little more of it that he did with this guy. Now I'm not gonna watch all of it because, again, this was his exclusive. But I will watch a little piece of it, and we will see what they talking about. So this was the interview or the video that got released one day, and then he died the next day.
Can you give me the lore behind the McNuggets and McButtons?
I just fuck with McDonald's.
The reason YBC Duel constantly mentions McDonald's is because a man named Booga, who is the brother of one of his enemies, Sonny Goon, was gunned down while working his job at McDonald's. Duel has gone on to drop 2 songs as well as his own weed strain mocking the passing of Booga.
Look at this car right now. Yo, what's going on with this?
Damn, that's a...
Oh, look at that. Melted your car.
Good thing she got in parking spot. Matter of fact, you can't park here.
Yeah.
Listen, we in the biddy, feel me? We with Brandon Buckingham, Taj Gotti on the feel me?
What's your gram?
Blueface 42.
You want to ride in the striker with us?
Yeah, let's go. We're in the whip right now. Is this a fishbowl?
Fuck no. It's a striker.
So what is the definition of a striker? Is that just a car that has tints or what? Why do they call it a striker?
Because we having no striker shit like bowling pins. We riding the strikes. You know PNB Rock that passed away, right?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Like, I'm one of the niggas that carry it for they block, though. Like, feel me? All the niggas that's from PNB, like, they fuck with YBC do. Like,
Yeah, I guess you were pretty upset when that shit happened to PNB Rock?
the whole city was. That was crazy. But they don't understand the Cali politics, though. It just was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, we on past 30th Street right now. We on past 30th and Bay, and we in PNB. This PNB Rock block, though. Like, this where PNB Rock from, like.
Next, we visit the hood where PNB Rock was born and raised. For those that didn't know, PNB Rock was
I mean, nah or enough, you feel me? We got that, everybody got that shit tatted. PNB, New Lane.
What does PNB stand for?
Pastorius and Bay.
PNB Rock was born and raised right there?
Yeah, right there. We all grew up right here.
Feel me? I got ties with a lot of.
I got shot right here, you feel me? That shit still got the bullet holes in the door, you feel me? It's a lot of bang outs on this block, yeah. I got shot in my stomach, my thighs, all that shit, look.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Man, that's
I
brutal.
got shot in my hand, all that shit, yeah.
Right?
Bro, I learned how to walk again, you heard me?
How does it feel to get shot? What is the sensation?
That shit burned.
Smoking gunna. Be up smoking gunna. I passed by.
What's up, bae? Yo, they said I'm the most hated rapper in the city, right? Like, when Quilly said feet on land, like, I'm feet on the land. Like, my feet is on the earth. Who that? They busting the Yui, too.
You feel like half your ops aren't outside. They're in a virtual reality?
None of my fucking, bro. They would go kill the shit out one of them niggas, bro. They know not to do no shit like this. I wish somebody, I'm sorry, Brandon Buckingham, bro. I wish you would. I wish he would go try to walk around, try to do a vlog with like a Lowski the Reaper or One Mirror, bro. We gonna flame that joint, bro.
You catch me in the crossfire if it comes down to it?
You got to get that drop up. Say nah. You my man, bro. We chilling though, bro. We ain't on that though. I don't even eat, bro. I get high. I pop perks and sit lean and shit.
Explorer's Den pizza, honestly delicious. About to take a bite of this sub right.
Anyways, you can watch the rest of it on Brandon Buckingham's page. The guy, I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, but he looked like he was little and scrawny, and he looks like very small, like. And so a lot of these guys, they be super small, little bitty guys, and they rely on the pew-pew, okay? Because let me be quiet. Anyways, rest in peace to him. Sad situation. Sad situation that happened. Unfortunate turn of events that happened. Let's read some of the comments in here and let's see what the people are talking about. Let's see what some of the folks is saying. Let me pull myself over a little bit. All right. So someone says, the fact that this guy is dead a day after this video drops should send a clear message. Another person says, imagine taking pride in terrorizing your entire neighborhood into hiding indoors. This video gave the ops the motivation that they needed. Another person says, wait a minute. So you're telling me the outcome of living this lifestyle is either life in a box or 6 feet underground, ? And people still choose to live this way for a 1 to 3 year run of clout while being paranoid and having to duck your ops and cops. Can't even walk to the store like a normal human. Another person says, or quotes, where he says, nobody ever robbed me or shot at me in my city. And then the ops said, word, bet. Another person says, considering how fast this dude died, I wonder how close Brandon was to getting hit. Another person says, Philadelphia streets have a no snitching policy, but every up-and-coming wannabe rapper snitches on themselves. It's pure stupidity. Dude went from talking about PNB to being able to ask for a collab in person. Yikes. What? Let me read that again. They said dude went from talking about P&B to being able to ask for a collab in person. Sheesh. Okay, so this person says, I don't even eat to get high. I sip lean and pop perks in ish. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I guess that's why he's 85 pounds. The comments be commenting, okay? Y'all crazy in the comments is crazy. The comments is crazy. Another person says the timing of this is crazy. Kids, this is the many reasons why you don't want to get involved in the streets. Another person says casually interviewing serial killers walking through the streets is crazy. Another person says blaming Brandon. Y'all are tripping. The dude's name was Mr. Disrespectful. He dug up his enemy's grave and rapped about all the ish they did. It was a crazy coincidence of the timing. That's all. Go cope somewhere else. I don't think that the guy Brandon is to blame. He is a YouTuber and he's following a story. However, I'm not gonna sit here and act like this wasn't motivation for the ops. This video could very well be triggering to somebody who was an op. He was rehashing things that was said in music, rehashing people that passed away, mocking the dead, further bragging about wetting people up, shooting people, killing them, all of those things. So although I don't blame Brandon, because as a YouTuber, his job is just to get the story. Get the story, get the details, follow along, and get your money and make your money and get your coin. However, the stuff that the guy, YBC Duel, was saying was triggering. And it could have been that, you know, that the ops probably could have been laying low and gonna wait till they seen him and got him then. But this could have very well put the battery in their back to want to make sure that they got him ASAP. Now, according to the father, the guy, YBC Duel, had been feeling like people have been following him for weeks. So it was something that was brewing and something that was going to be coming. It sounds like inevitably. So let's read through a couple more comments and then we'll be out. So this comment right here. Hold on, let me move this over. All right. It says, I wonder if this dude Brandon knows how much danger he was in. Okay, so this one says MFers be looking proud as F in their first prison pick after they get 20 plus. Bro got overcooked. Okay, so in his thing that he was talking about, he was saying about how guys get overcooked or undercooked. And that is pertaining to the amount of bullets that they got. Let me refresh y'all memory on that part.
A lot of niggas got overcooked.
Yeah, what's the difference between getting overcooked and getting undercooked in the streets?
You hit a nigga 3 times, he undercooked. If a nigga get hit with 8 or more, he overcooked. It depends where you hit him at. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, do you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
All right, so this person in the comments said, bro got overcooked. All right. Okay, so it says, you can tell the drugs were starting to kick in towards the end of this interview because he kept getting more disrespectful. All right, dude was about straight destruction without a cause, yet you have people in the comments acting as if this was some angelic person. I'm sure the residents in the neighborhood are glad. Okay, so there was so many comments. You can definitely check them out under Brandon Buckingham's video and you can watch this full thing. He definitely put together a very, very, very in-depth piece on him, and he did it documentary style, and he went over every single disrespectful thing that he has done.
Connie, what the fuck you at? Ah!
Clearly, YBC Duel was taken mocking the dead on the internet to...
All right? He talked about everything in clear detail. People, like I said, people who died, all of that. He went in really in-depth details. So definitely check it out. And I will talk to y'all on the next video. You let me know what you think. But one thing I will say is, like they always say, you live by the gun, you die by it. And there's only 2 places that you can go living in this lifestyle. And that is in a box. Either it be in the ground or in the cremation box or in jail. So I'll talk to y'all later, and we will talk later. Bye. Somebody said it was a fake grave. It don't matter if it was a fake grave, real grave. He was digging it up, and he was claiming that